I do not play the blame game. If there is an issue that this is a city matter, I own it every step of the way, including all of the people who stand with me to deliver services. This is not one of them. I think accountability needs to be where it is, and that's on these institutions, the diocese, whomever, who is responsible for operating, maintaining, and protecting the lives of the elderly, which they're paid to do. This isn't free. They're getting public resources to provide resources. And when you leave nothing but a sign that says call 311, when they're responsible, I have a problem with that. So we're not going to get into a blame game scenario. We're going to call it what it is. And it was negligence, and it is not on the backs of the city of New Orleans, but we will make sure that proper ordinances are passed or amended as necessary, proper protocols and procedures on the executive side of government are fully implemented, and we will then be accountable as the law as well as the policies dictate. But in regards to the operations of these facilities, it's where it is, on that private side and on that nonprofit side, and they should be held accountable every step of the way. Council member, I know you kind of clamoring over there. Come on over. Come on over.
I'm sorry, Mayor. This is your press conference, but I want to say we started calling some of these facilities, and they weren't answering the phone for several days. Right after we started calling, and we even went and brought into one of the Catholic Charities facilities food, and we're almost turned away. And they're like, no, they've been fed twice already. And then other places we've gone and not finding a manager there, calling a manager who has been hanging out in Mobile. They evacuated. Management evacuated and did not give a heads up to anybody. Not even
specifically about the Archdiocese?
that was one of the situations, absolutely, yes. And I can show you the photos of the signs that they left on the door. So these residents have not had any resources, nor communication. Because let's also be clear, a lot of these elderly folks did not have phones. And then some of the managers I did talk to that were private, they're hiding under this loophole of independent living. They're like, whoa, 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 it's not our responsibility, it's independent living. I'm like, it's not independent living if there's no power and you're in a wheelchair on the 4th floor. And they're telling me it's independent living. So they're also hiding under different loopholes. These aren't necessarily nursing homes. They're saying they're independent living. Yeah, you could be independent if you have electricity and a working elevator. But they didn't have working elevators, and they were leaving people on the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th floor with no resources, and then telling me on the phone that it's independent living. Yeah. And that's what they're hiding behind.
Yeah. And it's certainly not an independent check that they're receiving. It's a public subsidy. And so, as you can see, we are very much focused on this matter. But right now, the priority remains those facilities that we had to close, making sure that they are and meet the compliance prior to bringing our seniors back. And then full building inspections will move forward through this strike team that we have stood up with multiple departments and agencies. And so we will continue this effort today and onward as deemed necessary.